It is my duty and a privilege to say that I believe, and not without a reason, that nothing is impossible to the person who backs desires with enduring faith. Having faith in your desires gives devious ways of converting your desires, your dreams into a reality. If I show off in front of you, then you too will start showing off in front of me. But why? Why? Because you don't want to be less than anybody. And of course, you should not be less than anybody, because you are not made to be less than anybody in the whole world. But if that is so, then tell me why only the handful of the people are able to prove it and not all of you. What brings in the difference is not our incompatibility to do something or not, but it is our compatibility to not do something we could. Have you ever observed that when you do some work with confidence, when you don't doubt yourself for a single minute that you can't do it, when you don't worry about your difficulties, about your problems, about the complexities which are going to come in your ways, then no restrictions, absolutely no restrictions, no limitations, no setbacks can stop you from doing it. And you do that work like a force to which no one can stop, and you finish it efficiently. And when you do some work without confidence, then even if you are fully prepared to do it, then also you will not do it with efficiency, and some flaws will be left by you. The difference is in the driving force. When confidence, optimism and determination becomes your driving force, then you are even able to do the things which you thought you can't do. But what is the most important ingredient that fills us with confidence, optimism and determination every time? It is our faith. Our faith in our abilities, our faith in our dreams, our faith in our imaginations. Faith can bring that big difference in your life for which you all are working very hard. Desires backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. When your desires, your imaginations are backed by faith, then you develop the kind of thoughts that makes you persistent in believing that you can do anything. And because of this, you become like a force to which no one can stop, and you start diminishing your limitations, and because of which you actually convert your dreams into a reality. Yes, I believe in the power of desires backed by faith, because I have seen this power lifting man from low beginnings to the places of power and wealth, and I have seen it serving as the medium by which man staged a comeback after having been defeated in hundreds of ways. Now let us talk about the standard of thinking. In our childhood only we are told what is considered to be a lot of money, what is rich, what is poor, what is middle class. We have predetermined notions about what is fair, what is difficult, what is possible, what is ethical, what is success, what is failure, and so on. We think that we are living our lives independently with our own will, but actually we live our lives in a way that others set for us without even knowing. If you will try to do something, everybody will come to give you advices, and if you will not go according to them, then they will judge you. They will see you as a failure. In this world, people have their own standard of thinkings, and people will always judge you and advise you according to their standard of thinkings. If you want to do something big, if you want to do something great, then you need to make your own standards of thinking, and accordingly you have to decide what to do. No matter what people say, no matter how people see you, no matter how people judge you, people will always try to teach you. They will always say that what you are doing is wrong, don't do this, do something else, you are wasting your precious time, and so on, which will make you feel doubtful about your plans. But remember that no one knows you more better than you yourself. When you have your plans in your mind, and if you had occupied yourself with your actions to achieve your goals, and you trust that your plans of action can take you where you want to go, then you can't be baited by these kinds of temptations to go off track. I know this thing, trust me, because it happened to me. But how will you cross that barrier where you will stay committed to what you have planned to do without getting influenced by anybody? You need to have faith in yourself, in your plan, in your preparations. Your faith in yourself should be more than anybody's doubt. Any goal you set is going to be difficult to achieve, and you will inevitably be disappointed at some points. Along the way, you have to face various setbacks, temporary defeats, discouragements, failures, and so on. But you should never allow these things to become your limitations, and you can do that when you have faith in yourself, which forces you to keep fighting and fighting and fighting till the end. You will get success only when you will surpass all these things without losing your focus from your purpose. If we talk about any game, You can see in a team out of many talented players, only few are those who are good at managing worst case scenarios. Like in cricket, if you see, if a team needs 18 runs in last 3 balls to win, it is not like people can't score it. There are few players who are too good in managing such situations, but only few. They want a player who can score 6 in each ball, which is a tough target, very tough target. In such situations, it is not only talent and practice, but who can handle that pressure and can play with his full potential matters. In such situations, the ingredient that will help the player to overcome that fear is faith. Only those who have this much faith in their preparations and their potentials that no fear, no pressure can divert them from their goal can score. Other players are also good, but they can't handle this situation easily and it becomes their limitation. But on the other hand, the player who can handle such situations shows how faith removes limitations. Not only in cricket, but in anything you do, faith has a direct connection in influencing your thoughts. When you have faith in yourself, then it will help you to collect more confidence and positivity in your thought process, which will give you a feeling that yes, I can do it. No matter how tough it is, how much risk you have to take, you will do it. That's why it is said that faith removes limitations. There are indeed no limitations to the person having faith in himself. Let me tell you a story of a poor boy. He was so poor that for a person like him there was no hope for a better future. He had a desire to study and to get graduated. He was a beggar. He had no money to even eat 3 times a day. He used to beg outside one of the schools. Early morning, he used to come and sit outside the school and he used to imagine himself wearing that school dress and going to the school with others. He had faith that one day his dream of studying and graduating would get fulfilled. But he had nothing in his hands to support those dreams. One day he saw one boy who dumped his school dress in the dustbin. He went there and took that dress, and the next morning he wore that dress and along with the other students he went inside the school. He entered one of the classes. He attended the full day without letting anyone notice him. He was very happy. After that he started going to that school every day. He started enjoying studying there. But unfortunately, after 2 weeks during an inspection, the teacher caught him. Because he was a young boy, the teacher warned him and asked him to leave immediately and to never come back. After 2-3 days, he again went inside the school, and this time he entered another class so that no one can recognize him. After 1 week, again another teacher caught him. This time he ran away without uttering a single word. After 2-3 days, again he went inside the same school and entered another class. He was so attentive that no one was able to catch him easily. But this time the principal identified him as the beggar who used to beg outside his school. He immediately called the teachers to discuss this matter. The teachers who caught him told the principal that we already warned him that he is not allowed to sit in classes. The principal called that boy into the office and asked him strictly that what are his intentions. Why is he coming here after so many warnings? Should he call the police? The boy cried and said, I just wanted to attend the school like other children to study. The principal said, how can I believe you? The boy showed his thighs to the principal. He had written all the lessons which were taught in classes on his thighs. Because he had no money to buy a notebook, so he brought a pen and he wrote on his thighs. The principal asked him what he learned in classes. Tell me. He explained everything in detail. The principal and teachers were so impressed with his dedication that the principal offered him a part-time job in school, and as his salary they allowed him to study there in that school. And do you know, he completed his school. Then he went to college and now he is a director of a multinational company. So you can see a person who started from absolutely nothing but accomplished everything he desired. When you have a true desire, backed by faith that yes, I can do it and I will do it, then it becomes a purpose that forces you to find a way to make it a reality. The boy had a burning desire. Every day he dreamed of it, and when he got the opportunity to go to school by wearing that dress which someone had thrown, he grabbed the opportunity without thinking about the consequences, without thinking about failure. When he was caught, even then he didn't stop himself from taking the risk to come back again, and not only once but again and again. When he had no money to buy a notebook, he didn't refuse to study unlike most of us, but he brought a pen and wrote on his thighs and memorized all the lessons. That is called a burning desire, a true desire. When someone had such kind of a desire, then how could anything stop him from getting what he desired? But what is that important ingredient that forced him to take such big risks without thinking about the consequences? It was his faith that yes, I can do it and I will do it, and he got it. Desire without faith is just like an option which you can leave anytime, but with faith it becomes a purpose that gives you the confidence to bring it to reality. So with faith you can remove any limitations which you have. I hope now you know what you need to do. You have to put faith in what you aspire to do, and you will yourself start making your ways towards achieving it.